Rev up your engines! Today I'm going to talk about some products that I've been trying out you might find really interesting. And rather than waste your time and money, you can waste my time and money. First thing is this Knuckle Buddy. It's a wrench extender, and I gotta say, it's solid. Listen to it. Now, it's made out of stainless steel. It's got a matte finish, which is fine by me. And of course, it's a great wrench extender. You need to get a better grip. There's lots of different angles it can work at. Got a little end for little wrenches. Got a bigger end for bigger wrenches. And lots of different angles that you can use it to reach on. A lot of times a big wrench won't fit because there's not enough room. If you can get a smaller wrench on and then get any angle you want, maybe this angle won't work. So then you do it from this angle. There's so many different angles you can use, you'll be able to reach it and pull it off. All kinds of slots for all kinds of uses. It also fits in here. So you can get more leverage pulling here or in the opposite direction, whatever direction you need. All these slots serve a lot of purposes. If you look closer, you'll see these aren't some cheap spot welded. This is an excellent made tool. And of course it's called Knuckle Buddy because it keeps you from ripping your knuckles when you're pulling and break loose and then rip your knuckles open. Now the main reason I like this particular tool is this. What many people complain about the tool, they say it's too small. I want one this size to get in places where I want to reach. I have other versions of these from other companies that are like this long. The longer they are, the more fulcrum you have. But also, the more space you need to work on. Something like this, I can use every day. Those long ones, sheesh. I've got long ones, I might use them 5 or 6 times in 10 years. This thing, it lives in my main toolbox now because it takes the place of having little wrenches and then big wrenches and then bigger wrenches. It is solid made. Now, it's not cheap. They got it on Amazon. It's like 39 bucks. It's not a cheap tool, but if you've got a bunch of wrenches and you got to buy another set of wrenches, one, that's going to cost you a lot more than 39 bucks, and two, it won't have all these different angles. A wrench set's a wrench set, right? But these turn your wrench set into various angles to pull on. I gotta say, hey, it's a good tool if you shop around at least. You get what you pay for, and this is a solid tool. I'll be using this for years, like I say. It's traveling with me to Rhode Island. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you are these luxury seat cushions from a company called Vito. Now, they look really good on Amazon, so I'm going to open that box up and try them out on the Matrix because my wife loved these seat cushions that I put on, but I put them on 2 years ago, and look at them. They're not holding up. They're very cheaply made. They look good, but they were cheaply made. It tipped me off when I installed this side because this came with a clip, and this had a clip with the same 2 ends. Cheap quality. So, we're taking these babies off, and we'll throw them over here. One more clip under here. Out it goes. Like the other brand, they actually put their name on it. Vito. The other one has no name of any sort, inside or out. That's kind of a giveaway. Because really, as far as I'm concerned, seat covers should last more than 2 years, right? Well, we're gonna put these Vitos on. We'll see how long they last. Now they just slip on. Back slides over. And you want to leave these unzipped at the top because your headrest is going to go over it. And before we forget that, we'll put the headrest cover on. It just slips on too. And when you look at this, it looks a lot better than these cheaper ones the other one came with. And we'll get the headrest, put it in the hole, push the button, and before we do, we will zip it up. And then like the other one that was cheap and only had one zipper and left holes, this has got a zipper on each side, see? Each side has a zipper, so you're covering the whole thing up. Then you can put the zippers inside. And you pull the front over, and there's little clips here. You put them on the inside. You just snap them on the inside under the seat. And there you are. Let's just check it out. Let's face the facts. Look, nice headrest. Here's the old cheap junky headrest cover. Let's hope these babies last, because these, you can see, coming apart. Cheap vinyl is just poorly made. These guys, they put their name on it. These guys didn't. It tells you something. And now we'll do this side. And as you can see, look at the difference. There's the back of the new one. There's the back of the old one. Cheesy looking. And as I said, the old one had 2 zippers. This only has 1 zipper on each side. So the middle isn't filled in. This one has 4 zippers, so it's all filled in. It's better fit. Nice seat covers, and unlike the seat covers of years ago, they came in a box that says one size fits all. I ordered these on Amazon, especially for the Matrix, and hey, they fit like a glove. See, they're proud. They got their name there. They even have their name on the tag, unlike the other one that kept their name off. Check it out, they got nice padding. They're really comfortable sitting on them. See, these old ones, not a happy camper. They're just coming apart. Cheap vinyl. They don't have the padding that this has. It's nice and thick padding. You can feel it. And they say that they breathe so that you won't get hot and sweaty and they won't crack. You can see there's all kinds of little bitty breathing holes. Back to Salt Crapper, no breathing holes at all. There's breathing holes. You can feel the air coming out of them. It'll make it more comfortable for you in hot weather. I'm already impressed by the better headrest and the fact they have their name on it. And it's just not some generic thing from China. Now the last thing I'm going to talk about today is this Britannia Bison. It's a serious little electric bike. You can have some fun with it. Actually, it can carry quite a bit. It can carry more than 2 of me, and that's something. Disc brakes with hydraulic fluids, mineral oil. Not brake fluid. You can got a center stand, but this is what I like the most. Turn this baby on. There it is, and we'll put it up to 5. That's full speed. Hit the throttle, and check it out. This sucker will go 27.5 miles an hour all by itself. Now realize there's places where that's illegal. You're not supposed to have an electric bicycle that goes 27.5 miles an hour all by itself. It's got a 7-speed, so hey, you can pedal it like a regular bike, because if you have one of these things and it doesn't have pedals, then basically it's an electric motorcycle. This is still a bicycle, and it can hold 450 pounds. Decent front suspension on it. Now, there's no back suspension, it's just solid, because this is made to take a lot of weight. There's an optional carrier you can get for it, right? Well, with all that weight, if you had a shock on the back, the cheap stuff that they generally put on bikes, it would break and bounce all over the place. This keeps it strong and stable, having a nice solid frame. And you can see it's sturdy because I have fun riding around. But they powder coated over them. Now I have scores of these e-bikes, as you can see. They're all over the place. I got about twice as many of this between here and Rhode Island and other garages. Now this one's my all-time favorite because it goes so fast. It's so much fun to drive. It can take a nice heavy person without any problems at all. 28 miles an hour is pretty fast on a bicycle. You can pedal all you want, but hey, me, I'm using the motor and the little horn. And here's some bonus questions and answers. Well, sometimes too much technology is bad for people. Here's one you're not going to believe, but engineers are developing a hack to make automotive radar hallucinate. Engineers at Duke University are demonstrating a system they've dubbed Mad Radar. It fools automotive radar sensors into believing almost anything. This technology could hide the approach of an existing car, create a phantom car where none exists, or even trick the radar into thinking a real car has deviated from its course that it's actually going. And it can do this in the blink of an eye without having any knowledge about the specific settings of that car's radar. These computer nerds are out there. They want to toy around, right? And if they see there's something out there, they're going to want to try to hack into the system. You cannot depend on these systems. Now, if these guys had one of these guns and they pointed at you, you'd be driving down the road, all of a sudden red flashing lights and warnings blast, telling you, hey, warning, warning. They look at the screen and they see a car speeding toward them for a head-on collision. But they look and there's nothing in front of them because this machine these guys have called Mad Radar would be able to do that. All this technology can be bypassed. This is one of the reasons, amongst many, that self-driving cars is a myth. There's so much complexity to it, and they could be fooled by so many things. If these guys figured out how to do it, I'm sure that some people just messing with regular stuff could set somebody's Mad Radar off and make it go crazy. And if that radar is driving your car in the self-driving, think of the mess that's going to happen. I mean, there's a steering wheel in the car for a reason, so you can point where the car goes. Now, these researchers that are making this Mad Radar are saying manufacturers should immediately better safeguard their product. Of course, they don't know how. They got engineers designing these things. The manufacturers don't know anything about it. Oh, look, it's magic. These guys that we're hiring, they do a great job, right? They have no idea. People that are running these companies, the ramifications of systems they put in cars, they have no idea at all. They're not engineers. They don't have engineers running the companies anymore. One time they did, but they don't anymore. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.